Hey you guys, so I recently broke up with my boyfriend and I didn't think that I was going to share this experience or this story just because it's not that big of a deal and it's kind of private too, but I decided to share it because I felt like the girls really needed to hear about this. So there are two major points I'm going to make and I'm going to try to keep this very short. So number one, the way that God has carried me throughout this breakup is really nothing short of amazing and unbelievable. Usually after a breakup, I'm a mess. Like I've been known to cry in the club over a breakup. Like I'm telling you, days, weeks, And the fact that that has not been my experience this time is only because of God. And I've been really trying to get back to my relationship with Him first and foremost, so that He is leading my relationships from now on. Number two is I feel like a lot of times when we all see these breakup stories, especially coming from the woman's perspective, it's always like this horror story, like, the stuff that she's been through and what he put her through and all the stuff that she put up with. And we all look at her like, girl, why was you in that relationship? Like, why did you stay? But when I tell you guys that that's not my experience at all, like, it just wasn't. My ex was a great guy. Like, even after we broke up, still sending me flowers to my apartment, like just a great guy, but for somebody else. And we didn't break up because of anything that he did to me, anything that I found out or anything that I did to him. We literally broke up because just of small things that led me to understand that this was not my husband. And so I needed to make room for my husband by exiting that relationship. But I'm telling you, the way that he treated me within this relationship was so good. He's raised my standard. And you guys know that my standards were already high to begin with. But my ex treated me so well in our relationship that it was like, if the next guy, he's made it harder for the next guy, because if the next guy isn't coming like my ex or better, then off the rip you can get to stepping. Like, so breakups don't always have to be this, oh, I'm learning a hard lesson or I went through some traumatic experience. Not every relationship is going to end up in a marriage, and the ones that don't end up in marriage doesn't mean that it has to be messy, or as long as you're upholding your standards within the relationship, it should be a positive experience. And honestly, my relationship was a positive experience. And I'm telling you, like, I have nothing bad to say about him. And we're still friends. We still talk and everything. But I just don't feel like the girls hear that often about a relationship that you get out of that has raised your standards. That, like, he's treated me so well, like the next guy's going to be hard for him, So I just wanted you guys to hear that, because not every breakup is a horror story and not every breakup is some hard learning lesson. Some breakups are really because you're just maturing and you want different types of relationships, and you just came to understand, like, I don't see myself marrying that person, so let's not waste each other's time. And that's pretty much what this was. But
See, it's women listen to women like her that's going to keep y'all single. I'm letting y'all know that right now. This is stupid as hell. What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Rome, back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, I hope you subscribe. So, the man was great, treated you well, but he wasn't good enough to marry you. Now, I will say this, because she pops up and goes and has gone viral a few times for some very controversial takes, and judging by the stuff that I've seen her post on her TikTok, she comes off very, very, very man-haterish, so to speak. And when I heard she had a boyfriend, I was shocked, to be honest with you, because I'm like, who in their right mind would deal with her as entitled as she comes off? And for this brother to still be sending her flowers, I'm like, good God. I'm like, damn. I'm like, is the box that good? Because outside of that, man, she don't really, she good looking, but outside of that, she don't really seem like a good or pleasant time. She kind of come off like she kind of come off like a brat. That ain't gonna be nothing but a headache. And the first thing that I thought of why they probably did break up is because of the clip that I'm going to show you next. Check this out.
okay.
When you think you have kids?
I'm not having kids.
What you mean you're not having kids?
I'm not having kids.
That's what you was born here to do.
No, I'm not.
Why would you not want to have kids?
Why would I?
I'm asking you.
I want to have kids. I don't see any benefit.
for giving somebody life?
You have a kid and your life becomes about the kid. I want my life to be about me.
Oh, you selfish.
That's okay.
When you think you have kids?
Now, what was interesting is the original clip. I had to go on Anton Daniels' channel to get that clip of her saying that she broke up with her boyfriend, because when you go on her page on TikTok, you can't find that clip at all. I wonder why. She probably knew people would react to it based on the kind of content that she puts out, because for you to have such high standards and that's pretty much all you preach, only to turn around and have what seems to be the perfect guy and let him go and be really, really vague on the reasons why. This is the first thing that I thought of, because this was one of her viral moments. And you see how like cold, and she just came off like, ugh. I mean, she easy to look at, but damn, she hard to listen to. Like, seriously. Yo, I mean, don't get me wrong. Look, you got every right. You know, like they say, your body, your choice. My wallet, my choice. That's how I like to move, since y'all like to move that way. But I would not be shocked if this was probably one of the reasons why. Because like she said, he's a great guy for somebody else. I wouldn't be surprised if that man probably wanted to have children, probably wanted to have a family with you based on how he was treating you. And because you're all about yourself and being selfish, that probably could have been one of the reasons why they broke up. Because most men want to have children. Most men want to have a family. And to be honest with you, even if she did go through and have children with him, I wouldn't want to have children with a selfish woman anyway. So you got to think about that as well. And another thing that's funny is all she does is talk about how she was treated by him. It really makes me second guess, like, what the hell was you doing for him? Matter of fact, she would probably get offended if a man asked her that. I'm like, cause she just come off as that type. Let's keep it moving.
What about her?
About Cardi B admitting that she
Good for her.
used to
Fuck him.
wait, no, that she used to drug and rob men.
Good for her.
Good for her.
Good for her. Who gives a fuck? They got robbed. They can get that shit back. They had all the money to buy this shit. They can buy it again. We're not even gonna start comparing getting drugged and robbed for some fucking watches or some fucking money to getting sexually fucking assaulted. I'm never gonna be like, oh, we should be talking about Cardi B when it talks about like all the sexual assault going on. She didn't sexually assault them. People like Trey Songz should be locked up, and Cardi B, good for her. She got some money when she needed it.
How do you feel about
Now, how much you want to bet she don't know what the word misandry is either, or even know if the word exists? Because that's exactly what I saw in that clip. I wouldn't wish sexual assault on any woman or man. I wouldn't wish getting drugged and robbed on anybody. I would make it clear, I wouldn't wish that kind of event happening on anybody, regardless of gender. So for you to sit over here and answer that question like that and just come, like, do y'all not sense the attitude through the damn screen? Oh my God, bro. I'm telling you, man, whoever her boyfriend was, he dodged the bullet. Matter of fact, he didn't dodge a bullet. You dodged a landmine, my brother. Man, I'm like, and then look at this next clip.
Mike Epps, a 50-something-year-old man, which means he's over middle age because black men are not living to 100, right? That's not to be nasty. That's just the truth. Is saying that before he leaves this earth, he just wants to at least treat one woman 100% right. Like, that's just so mind-blowing to me, because it just reiterates everything that I was saying about how men get into old age and then they're finally clicking like, women are people too. I guess I should treat women right. Why do men feel like it's such a feat to treat a woman decently, to treat her well? All you have to do is treat her like you'd want to be treated. Use the golden rule. Didn't we learn that in kindergarten? Treat somebody how you want to be treated. It's not that hard. I don't get why you have to hit 40, 50 to like for the light bulb to go off. What? Do y'all not see why women are tired? And then this also speaks to what I was saying about the number of marriageable black men being so small. Because even the men that got money, got careers, whatever, they don't even want to get married until they're like in their 50s. Didn't he just have like a newborn kid? I don't think it's an exaggeration to say for like every 100 marriageable black women, I think there might be only like 15 to 20 marriageable black men. And that's so sad to say, but I think that's the truth.
Well, first of all, man, if men got to deal with women like you, that's probably going to shave a few years off of their lifespan, for one. And second of all, only reason why y'all live longer than us is because y'all don't have to do a lot of the rigorous, heavy lifting that men have to do over time, along with other stresses of the world. But I digress. What I find real funny is that you want to sit over here and even have that kind of a take, but at the same time, when you're dealing with a man who you claim to be a great guy, you want to let him go for whatever reason that doesn't really seem to be too important, because this man is still sending you flowers and y'all still talking, y'all still friends. And for you to sit over here and say, I really think it's for every 100 marriageable women, there's only 10 to 20 marriageable men. Well, judging by the way you spoke highly of the man that you just broke up with, that sounds like he seems to be one of the few. So if it's that scarce, based on your logic, you look like an idiot for letting that man go then, huh? See how, bruh, even the influencers that pander to women and keep other women single, they contradict themselves. Ridiculous, bro. And I'm gonna show you one more take, and another brother responded to it perfectly. Check this out.
And I used to see people in my family, or just people in general, have these 20, 30, 40-year marriages, right? When I was younger, I used to be like, wow, I want something like that. Like, I want to be so in love with somebody that I'm with them for 20, 30, 40, 50 years, and we die together. I used to think that what held marriages together for that long was true love. And of course, communication, understanding, sacrifice, all those things. Let me tell y'all what really holds marriages together. Women just putting up with shit.
And this is a perfect example of someone not trying to open a conversation or a dialogue about what's really keeping people apart. This is a perfect example of someone perpetuating this toxic narrative that women are the victims, men are the abusers. And it's so annoying because in the same breath, they will literally say to keep your standards high and don't let people treat you any type of way. Yet here they are stating that eventually, or this is just causality, that when you get into a marriage with a man, that you're gonna be abused and you're gonna have to put up with shit. I can't stand these talking points because y'all constantly contradict yourself. In one breath, you're saying that if you want to stay married, you're gonna have to put up with shit, and that this is how these marriages of the past went, 20, 30, 40 years of marriage. But then in the same breath, you have other videos stating that men need to be more like the men of the past, and men aren't providers anymore, and men aren't this and men aren't that. Make a fucking decision on which men do you want. Do you want to deal with the modern men of this age, or do you want to deal with the pieces of shit of the past? Because it sounds like to me that you don't want to deal with men, period. Focus on yourself. Heal yourself. Move forward with your eyes open and the blinders off. And I promise that you will end up making the right decision. Stand on your square, protect your boundaries.
And ladies, stop listening to women like her, because she is going to keep y'all single as French toast. This woman had a great man and let him walk. All just because. She can't even tell y'all why they broke up. That right there should let y'all know. I'm like, because according to her, And according to her and all her followers, these men are so scarce, yet you quick to let them walk and treat them like they disposable. Ladies, how does that make sense? If there is a scarcity on good men, why treat them like they're disposable? Do y'all not realize how dumb that sounds? Because if the roles were reversed, y'all would be giving a man a hard time for doing the same thing. And y'all know it, especially her followers. Damn, that is giving bitter woman energy, bro. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hit that bell notification, that way y'all know what I'm uploading. Hit the like button because that with the algorithm and helps me reach a broader audience. Also, look out for the travel vlog channel, Unplugged Traveler. Link is in the description. Until the next video, y'all. Deuces.